Hello, lovely. I hope that you're well. Pop a thumbs up so I know that you've heard this. And just very quickly before I start your free video reading, your loved ones have mentioned test results and a diagnosis, and it's around someone older in your family. So I was just getting a little bit concerned earlier because I couldn't get hold of you. I was hoping that you'd booked in. I'm not sure if you have or not. If you have, can you send me your payment confirmation because I want to start your reading as soon as possible. Your loved ones mentioned the test results, the diagnosis. They mentioned that someone in your family or someone close to you has not been well recently and isn't being honest about how they're actually struggling. So there's somebody who could probably do with a little bit of an extra hand, and your loved ones have been a little bit concerned about them. But they've also said to me that someone is wishing bad upon a child as well. So, I mean, I'll have to look into it. It's going to take me around an hour to do the reading, an hour to an hour and a half. I've discounted it to £10. That's the most that I can do off a reading. I've already actually put the discount on. Will you let me know once you've booked in? Send me a PayPal email on the inbox and I'm going to start your reading for you straight away. The readings, they take 24 to 48 hours, and remember, you might still be invited for other readings in the meantime. I'm going to start your free reading for you now anyway. And yeah, if you book in, I will include absolutely every little bit of detail that comes through, and I'll send your reading back to you as soon as it's ready. I did say that I would make your reading a top priority just because they mentioned stuff that was going to happen this weekend. So I'll try and get it back to you either tomorrow evening, or I mean, I might even be able to get it back to you tonight. All depends when you book in. All right, darling. The sooner you book in, the better. The more detail we'll get through. Right, so I've drawn some cards for you here, and I'm actually really, really interested to have a little chat with you because the cards kind of reiterate what I was saying to you a little bit earlier on in your live reading. The first card I've seen is actually the Ace of Swords, the fact that it's time to rethink things. So I think that things have maybe turned out a little bit different to how you would have hoped or expected, but I think that there's someone behind this who's potentially a negative influence in your life or is trying to stop you from achieving your goals. So I think that it's important to rethink either an idea or rethink who you spend time with. I also think that there's a potential here that there's a little bit of maybe clouded judgment and you're not too sure which direction you need to go in order to break this cycle you've found yourself in. Well, the answer is that you've just got to do what's right for you, and I think that right now you're so focused on making everyone else happy, you're forgetting about yourself. And I think that gradually you've become disconnected from yourself to the point where you sometimes question whether you know who you are or whether you know what you want in life. So yeah, there's a big breakthrough moment in the near future. I'm talking in the next couple of weeks. I think in between Christmas and New Year. I don't think it'll be this side of Christmas, I'll be honest with you. But new ideas, I think that you're going to gain mental clarity on something that you've really been struggling with. I think that it's important as well, if you are in this kind of mindset right now where you're unable to make a decision on something, you need to think solely about what is best for you. Okay, don't let anyone else influence you right now, because people are influencing you in a negative way, and that's what I was just going to come on to. I think you're going to find out something about a friend soon, or someone that you can't trust, and it's someone that you've not been able to trust this whole time. And when the pieces finally fit together, you'll be so glad that you get them gone, so you get them out of your life. Honestly, you're best off distancing yourself from people. Don't give people second or third chances. It's not time to do that right now. Right now, it's time to get things straight and get yourself on the straight and narrow. I also wanted to mention as well, a difficult decision in the near future. You might find yourself at a crossroads, but someone telling you or someone making you feel bad for doing what you want to do. So I'm just making you aware that is around the corner. Right, so I've also seen the Three of Swords, really interesting. So this card actually indicates the fact that you're either going through some emotional turmoil right now or some sort of emotional pain, sorrow, grief, or potentially heartbreak. It could also be a card related to the future, but I think that from what I'm picking up on, it might just be that short-term sacrifice equals long-term gain. And I think that the sooner that you come to terms with the fact that certain things that you want versus what the universe want for you is completely different, you're going to be so much better off in the future. So just remember that. Be optimistic. I think it's important to, stop blaming yourself for things that have gone wrong in your life. I don't think that majority of the things that you think are your fault are your fault. Whether someone's in the background there telling you that you're no good or that you're not working hard enough, but you are. Don't let anyone else tell you that you're not doing enough at the moment, because I think that you're doing more than enough. In fact, I think that you're burning the candle at both ends. Darling, I've got your loved ones coming through for you again. I'm getting so much detail through from them. If you book in right now, the reading, it's only £10. It's an hour and a half reading. People earn more money at McDonald's than what I'm doing these readings for. And this is to connect you with your loved ones. You're probably paying more calling abroad for an hour and a half than you would. Well, I know you definitely would pay more for an hour and a half calling overseas than you would for a spirit message from me. So if you get yourself booked in now, it's the deal of a lifetime. It's the month of Christmas as well. I mean, the readings are extremely popular. Always have been, always will be. But this time of the year is just a joke. And you see people lining up for Black Friday in the shops. This is what December's like every single day for me. It's literally a scramble every single day for people to try and get books in. So I've held a space for you. I'm going to hold it for another 15 minutes before I consider anyone else, because I don't want you to miss out on the amazing things that have come through. And I genuinely don't know if I'm going to be able to speak to you now before Christmas. All right, darling. Take care. If you book in now, I'll start straight away. I hope to see your name there, and know that your loved ones will be really happy if you book in too. God bless you, darling. Take care. God bless you and your family. Bye-bye.